Hey, Tim, how are we going? It is Kaz from In the Trenches with Kaz. I am wearing denim, but not double denim. But it is a special occasion because today is the day, not the teddy bears have their picnic, but it's definitely going to be a time of quietness for parents. Across Australia, as 21 Platoon, we'll call it for now, is about to commence. Mañana, tomorrow morning. Well, not necessarily tomorrow morning, but within the next day. Because there's already people that have already disembarked for Kapooka already, done their oath or affirmation on the Queen or on God, who are preparing to meet the rest of their buddies, to get on buses, to meet at Wagga Wagga. That's not a racial slur. Here we go. Emma C, first offline, online. Well done. This is your first time. Emma is first on there, I think. Giuliano Sticker, g'day, mate. Dave D, moderator, bam. Great to have you here, mate, and great phone call. You dropped out last night. I was in the bath talking to you. Mr. Bryce, how you going, veteran? Well done, 343. We've got Cane and Peppers here. We've got Matt, man. It's been a while, mate. Great to have you here and back. Good to have you. We've got Major Benson, Winifred Payne, sorry. Hey, Kaz, random, you popped up now. Yeah, mate, it's an important day. We've got one of our biggest enlistments going into Kapooka as we speak, having their last meal before they get on the bus, get the worst haircut of their life, worse than this one, and venture into bootcamp, Kapooka, recruit training in the coldest time of the year. Hey, Fugly, how you going, mate? Still at work. What are you doing? You're on the job. Bobby the Builder, good to have you here. PK, favourite chewing gum, Full Metal Jacket, one of my favourite movies. Love your shit, Major Benson. If you'd smelt it, you wouldn't love it. We've got the lovely Lauren is shining with the Napoleon hand, blowing out a kiss. Thank you. Caught it. Bam. Missed me. Got me in the forehead. Big-eyed Six. Good to have you here in the Navy. You know what? Billy Ocean. He wants to be your lover boy. Sometimes I laugh after the stream at some of the stupid shit we talk about, but you've got to keep it entertaining. Brody Higgins, how you going, mate? Jay the Gun. G'day, buddy. Hamula. Intelligence. Because if you were smart, you'd go to the RAF and live by the stars that they have their hotels under, don't you? Chronic. Chronic what? Chronic fatigue that's going to happen to those that go to Kapooka tomorrow. Put a thumbs up if you're one of the recipients from this channel that's heading off tomorrow. I've got a list of your names right here and everyone else that's going the next few months. Exo Challenger. Great to have you here. Daz, good to have you too. Good to have you here, members in green. Howdy, Kaz, and good evening to all. We've got Sean here. Just got to Singleton. For those that don't know, there's a few of you here, actually, Sean, that have just got to Singo. You know, you're going to be sharing with the platoon the guys that didn't make the last cut that went to Long Tan. So you need to make sure tomorrow when you do your fitness test, because you will do it the day after you get to the School of Infantry, the day after leaving Kapooka boot camp, you'll do your first fitness test to see if you're ready to go into the next session available and commence your 13 weeks plus to become 343 infantry. So well done, mate. And if you need a phone call, an individual phone call, get all your guys in one room, no problem. I can do that if you need it, because I've got some hot tips that'll get you through. And I've helped many before you. We've got Guardian 27. Good to have you here, mate. We've got RB Iceberg. It'll be a bloody iceberg tomorrow for those. What's up? We've got one of our biggest pushes for Kapooka happening tomorrow. Guys and gals, the reason why we're doing this stream is my little girl has just diddy out from the village, just escaped. This is In the Trenches with Kaz, the Forever channel, the Australian channel, but everyone is welcome. We're trying to get up to 1 billion subscribers by the end of the month. May not make it. But if we can get any new subscribers, we'll appreciate it. We'll like you back in return. It's Forever channel. We've got Hamudia. What's up, Kaz? Okay, we were just discussing that. We will be for the next hour. We've got MRT23. G'day, Kaz and team. We've got Will Macker here and Peter Cram. Did my PFA the other day and smashed it thanks to your videos, Kaz. Well done, Peter Cram. Did you cram it in at the last minute? Said the cabin boy. Ryanopoulos. G'day, mate. How's things going for you, Ryan? Saving Private Ryan. taken so long as an ADF have people ready to interview. That, and also what's going on in the world. People don't want to leave a government role that is secure. So it is going to be tough. Bruce M. G'day, mate. Hamudia, it's Mohammed. Okay. Hey, there you go, Mohammed. Good to have you here. Allah Akbar for you. Alex Dunn. Hey, Kaz, passed my assessment day. PFA next. Please don't drop the ball over the line, Alex. Otherwise, we'll have to start calling you Alex the Kid. Seen the game? Snowy, howdy everyone? Good luck to 21 Platoon. Well, that's not what it's going to be called, but we'll call it that because that is basically the day they're starting. Yeah, there's people right now that are in hotels around Australia. Yep, that are meeting each other for the very first time, and nearly 20% of the platoon that starts actually came from subscribers from this channel, which means they're going to have a better than average recruit chance of passing than what they'd normally have. Because if you come to this channel, you subscribe to this channel, and you learn by drip feed advice from veterans that are in comments and the seat that I'm sitting in right now, the captain's chair, if you will, then you have a marked advantage. Yeah. Bruce M. G'day, buddy. Kaz passed my assessment. Yes. Kuru. That's the laughing disease. You don't want that. Literally sitting in the hotel in Sydney, Kapooka tomorrow. Woo! Kuru, got you on the list right here, actually. I was wondering why your name was so familiar. It's because you're three from the top. I didn't put anyone's full names down. I put first names down. So listen to this one in a second, Kura. Red, good to have you here. Brody Higgins, see you there, Snowy. Nathan Stevens, hey, Kaz, just did my OSB and got recommended. Excellent. Locked in for ADFA next year. Nathan, can you please find a way to give me a call? There's a couple of easy ways to do that. One is either become a member of the channel or come over to Patreon, because you really do need me in your corner for the rest of your training days at least, or for your silent platoon sergeant as part of your support team for the future of your career. And that goes for anyone. If you want to be a member, you'll show up as green over here and support the channel. If not, if you support what we do for others, then go to Patreon and watch what we do for other people randomly that least expect it on your behalf, to give you a little bit of karma if it exists. Will Macca, going to have to do homework while listening. That's fine, mate. You've got to prioritise. Jay Hayes from Western Australia. Bam. It's not. He's our gangster. G'day, Jay Hayes. How you going, mate? Matty, I put that count in a list that you wanted to, and I've sent it to you before we came on stream. It was pretty hectic. Matt, man, it hasn't been a while. It's just hard to get a word in. You're too popular. No, not quite. With a tax man, maybe. If it's your first time here, team, make sure you do like, so that YouTube realizes we're worth a damn. We are the Forever Channel. I hope you understand my accent or lack of it. I'm an Australian, and be nice to each other, because we support each other to get to our goals, no matter what they are, if they're not military. Great to have you here, Air Force and Navy included. Lauren's there. Okay. Kaz AK in next week. 7 bear. Here we go, PK. AK is his son. In week 7, the bear pit is done. Platoon down to 37. Boom! I tell you what, the platoons, guys, they are dropping people left and right. And it's not because Kapooka is any harder than it's ever been before. It's because we have a new society that aren't necessarily, strong enough mentally, or didn't do the homework, or never came to this channel to prepare themselves before they went to Kapooka. And then because there is only one way two ways you can fail Kapooka. Let's put it bluntly. And that is attitude, your own fault. You didn't prepare, or you're mentally not strong enough, and you've decided to did him out from that village until another time, if they ever give you another chance, or because some act of God, you've been horribly injured. And I'm sorry when that happens to anyone. Okay. And your dream gets taken off you. We've just got a new member. We'll get down to you in 2 seconds. So 37. And I tell you what, that bear pit, if they gave you the option to give up before that, I've seen ice on that bear pit before, which is part of the bayonet the bayonet fighting lanes, all right? And the mist that comes off that looks like a Chinese smoking room at an airport. Mate, it is freezing. And guess what? It doesn't matter, rain, hail, or shine, you're going in it. Oh, but you could get sick. Who cares? It's about resilience, about seeing what you do. It's to see if you fold under pressure. Swollen log nuts, Kaz, Army, Navy, or Air Force. What's better? It depends on you. It depends on your attitude. It depends how long you want to stay in for. It depends on what makes you sick. If you get air sick and you get seasick, then you're probably better to come to the Army. If you want to do something that's more about fun and less about specialization, I'd always say Army. Because normally if you're in the Air Force or you're in the Navy, you're in a specialized role that you were trained for, but just sharing that space with other specialized roles. Not so much in infantry where we act in big teams where the only tools we have is those who are in charge of us and those in our hands. Hear that, officers? Hey, Kaz, passed my final PFA today. Can't wait for the enlistment date. Be careful what you wish for. It's not easy, team. It is not easy. It's just not. Because if I told you to do any, it's not easy. Hey, team, Mike Edwards. G'day, mate. Sorry if I'm missing anyone, guys. I'm just trying to get down to where our current messages are at. Lauren, it's great to have you here. She always gets a call after stream so I can see how it went, anything that I missed, anything I need to pick up. And I'm still getting to you, our brand new member that we're going to see in 2 seconds. Hey there, Brendan. I'm going to find thanks. Okay. Joseph, what singing I like? It's hard, very hard, but you earn everything you get. And it's all worth it, mate. Holy shit, look at the comments. Where's the member at? I didn't see the member. There it is. Stewie, welcome to the Great Unwashed. Great to have you here, Stewie. We're not talking about a mouse here, are we? Guys, join in. Get on board. What we do is people power here. It's not as good as Netflix, but it's here just for you. You know, it's as cheap as you want it to be. You know, and it doesn't get very expensive either. And it's going to give us wings like Red Bull. Craig Martin, g'day from Brisbane. G'day, Brisbane. How you going? I was going to head up there next weekend, but it looks like it's such a shit fight at the border that we may not get through. So I might go a little bit short of that. Kura, the excitement and the nerves are running pretty high for tomorrow. So keen. What I'd say to you, Kura, is you start tomorrow at Kapooka, roll through the gates, etc. I would say get the sleep, have a bit of fun, have a sense of humor. And we're going to talk about some strategies you can have anyway. So if you've got any of your mates with you, whack them on now. If they've never been on this channel before, tell them to subscribe right now, become a member if they want. And let's get them ready for what's about to start tomorrow because we're proud of you in advance. All right, the names, the roll call. Stand fast. For tomorrow, the people right now who have Nutella in their jocks is Jado, is Curtis, is Kura, bam, right there, is Jordo, is Josh, is Dude, and he's going to Ramey. We've got someone from Western Australia, and that's Drew W. We've got Flinny, who's going to infantry as well, and we've got Nettie, who's come from Townsville. So all up, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you look at a platoon of roughly 50 people, 50 to 60 people, we're looking at a significant amount of them have come from right here. And it's awesome. We've got Fault YT here. Thank you, mate, for the very much donation. Not too cow. Great to have you here. Who else we got here? We've got Lachlan. Okay, so I started the enlistment process. Finished my aptitude test, qualified to try out for all jobs, chose infantry, commando, and clearance diver. What is your opinion on clearance diver? Very hard work. We're in peacetime army, which means you're going to be freezing cold, endangering the bite of a shark in murky waters and doing more push-ups than what Kaz does on a daily basis. And yes, I'm keeping up my 100 push-ups every day and finished just before we came here. What have I got my time down from? 14:30. And I tell you, I feel alive. Staying alive, so to speak. Where are we? Shit. Where is it? Guys, I started, for those that aren't up to date, I started the 100 push-ups a day to try and get back to where I used to be. I used to do 100 push-ups in less than 2 minutes. Now, Not so much. Now I'm down to, bam, in less than 2 weeks, down to 6 minutes 15. And that was how long it took me to also stop panting and press stop. I feel good. My clothes feel better. My posture feels better. My attitude feels a little bit better. And I feel like, I just feel good. I'm not taking new clients, major pain, sorry. Okay, we're talking about tattooing there. I'm so excited from all. So am I. G'day, Kirsty Scott. How you going? Any advice for assessment day in combat engineers? Assessment day is all about medical, mate. But you need to remember that when they ask you, do you understand that when you go for the military, that you need to be able to answer me this question? Are you willing to take the life of another human being? And if the answer is no, see you later, out the door, never reapply. Because the whole thing is, you might be thinking to yourself, but I don't want to do that. But everyone's primary role, even if you're not trained in it extensively at all, is infantry, 343. Well, the thing is, you need to be able to pull that trigger if you ever had to. And you probably wouldn't have a problem doing it because you will be trained. You will have a mission. You'll be understanding who the good guys, who the bad guys are. You'll be operating on orders. And then you'll know that you're doing it to save your mates. All right? So it'll make sense. Hey, welcome to Great Unwashed, Westy 162. In 1 month from now, you're going to get a promotion to Lance Corporal, just like everyone else. It's in green. And then it goes up the ranks. And once we get past RSM, then we're going to you're going to become officers. So you got to get out of there and quit before you get to become an officer. You don't want that. We've got Bodie, BMX. Not too Cal. Great to have you here, buddy. Hey, Kaz, heaps of the boys watching enlistment tomorrow, heading to Kapooka to be a part of 21 Platoon tomorrow. Going to be awesome. Repping 301. Guys, it is so real. And this is the fun thing. I want you to all enjoy this. Sorry, wait a sec. I'll answer one more before I get back to that. The returning men, good to have you returning. MSC, I'm not sure, to be totally honest with you, because they're technically not allowed to talk about getting in for SAS to anyone else except for their family. Okay. Guys and gals, the people who are going to start tomorrow, we can have a good time in the warmth that we currently are dwelling in, because these guys and girls, when they get on the buses tomorrow, this is where the funniest thing is. They are rolling the dice. There is going to be people, okay, we'll say Kura, for example, at the moment, might be beside Jordo, who might be beside Josh, who might be beside Kurt. Kura might be beside Dude, might be beside Drew W, Flinny, or Nettie. You're going to be beside someone and it's roll the dice. Are they going to be a snorer? Are they going to have a click to their jaw? Are they going to be someone who stares at you in the night? Are they going to be someone who's slow? Are they going to be someone who's a high performer, so high that they put pressure on you to perform higher than what you're capable of? Are they going to be someone that doesn't need to shave and you've bloody got Macedonian skin and just bang, looks like Dickie Knee in the morning? There is dice rolled opportunities for life to be either harder or funny. And some of your best friends are going to be, not best friends, we don't have best friends in the army. Okay, some of your colleagues, some of your bros and broettes right now are all in the same position of you. And tomorrow you start with 100 points. You can lose some of those points on the bus on the way to Kapooka by flapping gums, saying shit that already gets people offside. I'm not saying try to be a grey man. You can't do that. That's being fake. Just be yourself. But when you get there, if you're always thinking, how can I help my buddy? If you treat the guy or gal that's straight across from you like a battle buddy, everything I do is to make them feel better. If for them to eat first before myself, and they're thinking the same for you, you can't help but, pass. Snowy, welcome to the Voice of the People. Thank you, Snowy. Thank you very much. And it's going to be snowy tomorrow for many. It's going to be a real eye-opener for some. And I don't want you to take this as an insult. Stoddy knows exactly what I'm going to talk about. And Stoddy, if you would, I'd like to interview you in the next few days about what your thoughts are on life, etc. Let me know if you're down for that, because he's a moderator, he's a medic, he cares about your mind, cares about your soul. Tomorrow you're going to have a bell curve of people that go from basically children all the way through to mature adults, whether it be by age, whether it be through their life's journey, and they may not know where they are on that curb. So you need to be prepared to go over to someone and put a hand on their shoulder, that physical touch, and say, hey, mate, you need to tap the brake a bit. You need to slow the gums, open the ears, and listen the hell in. I don't expect to see you tomorrow crying. I don't want to hear anyone voice it. They miss their mama. You don't say that shit. You keep it inside. You bottle it up. And you put the photos on the wall. A photo of an impossibly good-looking girl, and I'll get to this, a beautiful car or motorbike, a lovely dog, and what looks like the best parents in the world. And you put those on your individual board that you're allowed to have photos on to remind you of home, to get you through the tough times. And then what you do, I see you down there, SOS, wait 2 seconds, is when you're out of your room, instructors come in and they're going to see that and they're going to go, God, this kid, what a nice young bloke or young lady. You know, look how nice their family looks. It makes you a real person instead of just a number. It's easy to yell at a number. It's hard to yell at someone thinking I might run into their parents at the March Out Parade. So make yourself a human. Have a sense of humor. Every time they see you, be a little bit happier than the person beside you. And guess what? You don't get looked at anymore. They're going to keep looking at the people who look like a chink in the armor. And if you're a positive person and then you blow something and then your mates come over, put a hand on your shoulder, don't worry. We're here to get you through. Remember, man, you don't need to be throwing donations out at all. Hi, Kaz. My med report has been sent to the Chief Medical Officer for a waiver. Is there a formality or could it be an issue? Good luck to the team tomorrow. It could be a formality, mate. All it needs is for them to sign that off and say, nah, he's good to go. All right. All you can do is operate off the information that you get and be prepared to rebuttal it. You know, exit SOS. I don't know how fitting. You know, you're calling out the SOS signal now. Mate, I don't know. Let's just wait out. Okay, keep our opinions and our morale up high and get ready to go. Kane, there you go, mate. Not too cow. Okay, from Mackay. Sorry, Jay. Okay, Mr. Bryce. Nothing worse than having a battle buddy who you wake up to and he's standing next to you when you wake up at night. Is that like Paranormal Activity? Attaboy. G'day, mates. Kane and Peppers. I agree, but we might need a Red Bull just to keep up with the pace of chat. Yeah, we might. Fault YT. Stott and Joshua Jackman. Thanks, guys. Just second guessing my decisions due to an article I saw in the media. Don't believe any of it. Of a Muslim man being treated bad in the army. Don't want that to happen to me. It won't happen to you. It won't happen to you. I tell you what, you know, let me be honest to you. If you're a Muslim and you're in the army, you've got a lot more rights than what I have in the army. You know, go in there, thick skin. Go in there, larrikin. No one gives a shit about anywhere where you've come from, the color of your skin, your religion, your sex, anything, until you do something wrong. And if you do something wrong, it's not because of any of the above things. It's because you did something wrong. You'll be fine, mate. We don't give a shit. More bacon for us. You're a legend for sharing it with. PK, favourite Chewy, Kaz and Lauren. Thanks for your time and doing the stream. PK, my favourite chewing gum. No problems. It was always between PK and Juicy Fruit. I always went PK. And guess what? PK used to be in the ration pack. We've got 4 hours there. We've got my PFA coming up, but otherwise good to go. You'll be fine. No excuse to ever fail a PFA unless you get a cramp. The returning man. But yeah, he's a good bloke and is seeming to keep up everything. I think he was supposed to receive the Sandy Brown beret. Oh, shit. Talking about special forces here, are we? New articles. You don't listen to articles, man. We saw one about 6,000 homeless veterans. I'm going, well, mate, I thought I knew them all, and I don't know a single homeless one. Timmy Dowse, g'day, mate. How you going? Timmy, just so you know, mate, the reason why we didn't get a chance to do the normal Streamlabs, etc., throwing the music on, all that other stuff, is because my little girl has just stepped out. Right, so I didn't really have much time, but it was so important we got on tonight because 21 Platoon, we're going to call them for now, are mustering as we speak. Oh! Okay, to the Cronk Shell. They're heading to Kapooka and they're on their way from Western Australia, from Townsville. Nettie. See you later, Cactus Jacks. I'll be back soon because I'm from Townsville. Wonder where she's going to ask to go back to. He, she, I'm not sure. With this is the roll call again. Jaden, Curtis, Kura, Jordan, Josh, Dude, double D, Drew W, Flinny, and Nettie. And there's going to be more too. They've come from this channel and they are centering on the RV, which is Kapooka. Tomorrow starts the rest of their life. They will never have another Anzac Day or another Remembrance Day again without a uniform in the cupboard or a story that say they wore that uniform. There is real power in the signature, oath or affirmation, God or Queen. Which one? You can die for both or either. New friends, new mates. What's the difference between friends and mates? You know the difference? Tell me what you think down there now. What's the difference between friends and mates? Let me know in the chat if you think you know. If you think you know. What's the difference between mates and friends? Lachlan Kaz, your biggest piece of advice for Singleton or any other veterans from 343. Lockie, the biggest bit of advice is be part of a team. Be competitive. Have a sense of humour. And like we say to Long Tampa Platoon at the moment, who we've been advising, you need to make sure that you have group meetings at the section level to let everyone know at the start of each week. Sit down together, every single goddamn one of you cabin boy slapping freaks, that everyone's got 100 points again. I don't care what happened to Mainstream Cat last week. I don't care about that stuff up that Rick Cuffle, what you did. I don't give a shit that Stoddy, fell back in this or that or ate too much ice cream and then made us do extra log runs. What I care about is this week to come. Everyone's 100 points, restarts. Stop sulking. Men don't do it. Clean the SALs. Get out of bed. Don't wait to be told. Make sure you check each other's locker, everyone's equipment. Let's be the very best section. That's the best advice I can give you. Be the very best fire team within your section of 2 fire teams. Be the very best section inside your platoon, Long Tampa Platoon. And if everyone's trying to do that, the competitive nature will go right up. The victories will be hard fought, but they'll be appreciated. And you'll end up with a stellar group of guys and girls, if they're there, okay, that actually reach further than what they ever could without that competitive nature, the Warriors mindset, so to speak. Aaron Mills, got to go, team. Got to get up at 4. That sucks. That's early in the guys at Kapooka. Bailey Lennon, friends start with F, mate. Starts with M. Okay, nice one. Mates are guys you can lay your life down for. Okay, got to go, team MSC. Mates are family. Friends can be disposable. Joshua Jackman. Don't be a Jackman at Kapooka, Josh. Friends are only there when they want something from you. Mates are a brother or sister. Good that are there for you. Lockie M. Friends are with, end with, and mates are there forever. Okay. I'm not sure if he's getting to where I think. Any good source for history, traditions? Okay. Mates are brothers. All right, Anthony Youngson. Good one there. Night Aaron. One can ring you at 3 a.m. and the other get help from you. The other can't. All right. What I'm getting at is a friend is someone you actually like. It is someone who is a part-time job. It is someone that you will actually go out of your way for, to do anything for, potentially, within your comfort zone. A mate is someone that you will share all of the same experiences with that you don't have to like. That's the difference. Every one of these people, read the names again, Kaz, I will. Jado, Curtis, Kura, Jordan, Josh, Dude, Drew, W, Flinny, and Nettie. You may not like each other at all, but guess what? You can only get mission success if you actually help each other, not help yourself. So mateship means regardless of where you come from, regardless of your religion, regardless of your creed, of your color, of your gender, don't give a shit. So don't bring it up because we can see it and we don't give a shit about it, is we're in this together. Okay, you don't get any brownie points for it. We're mates. Don't have to like each other, but I'll sit in the jungle under a hoochie or without one in the rain for 4 hours with you and I'll have you back. But you're not my friend. You're my mate. We don't have best friends in the army because we've only got mates. Your best friend is who is right beside you right now, because by the nature of their signature, they have to be prepared to lose their life for you, regardless of the friendship, the blood between you. Okay? So friendship. Friends are normally chosen. Mates are not. Mates are brothers. You fuck friends. Okay. One can ring you at 3 a.m. Yeah, that's, look, if my friends ring me at 3 o'clock in the morning, I may not answer. But you're right. If a mate rings, especially while I'm at work, I'm answering the phone. What's up, mate? What have I missed out on? What have I done wrong? And what can I do to help? Do I really have to? Okay. A friend may not always be there for you, but mates will always be there for you no matter what happens. Yeah, they have to, and they get paid to do it. And that's another thing you have to remember tomorrow, team. When you go to Kapooka, 1, you chose to do it. 2, you've said this is your dream job. 3, you probably didn't ask how much it paid, because being there, having the uniform on, having the flag on your arm, having your dad's name tag or your mum's, okay, on your chest, your name, not yours, theirs. Okay, that's who is watching you the whole time, and the ancestors, the footsteps of the Anzacs. Everyone's watching you. Okay, so I've lost my thought. It starts tomorrow. I've lost it. Aging process has kicked in. Shit. Swipe left, Kaz. Friends end with end. Okay. Mason Rommel, good name. Any good sources for history, traditions, culture of the army? Trying to get up to speed before I go over there. But all I can really find is YouTube docs, and don't step on unit logo from when I was in Darwin. Righto, mate. Basically, remember, Mason, your ability to find information is also part of the criteria on your resourcefulness. So do what you can. I can't do it all for you, but what I do recommend is that you don't just concentrate on what Australia's done, okay? Because that becomes like a wank circle. You know, we know we were at the Boer War. We know we're at World War I. We know we're at World War II. Okay, there is more than enough information on even Wikipedia where you can trust that. There's no reason for someone to go on and change the facts on there. Okay, we've been to Vietnam, Korea, Malaysia, Cambodia, Afghanistan, Iraq, Somalia, Rwanda, East Timor, Solomons, a bunch of places, almost everywhere where the US has been. Yep. And we're normally there first. Joshua Jackman, Hood. Cat and Peppers, Kaz. How often should you chase up recruitment, still waiting to do my interview? Look, I really don't know, man. I really don't know. I hate seeing you go through this. I really do, because back in the day when I joined, you went in to what was the U session, so to speak. You did everything. You didn't do test, because what happened when you got to Kapooka, everything was a hurdle. Everything was a gate. Back squad, every week, less people, more people. Some came from the platoon in front. There was an expectation that everyone was fit. There wasn't many fat people around when I was younger, not many at all. But there are some people that are completely disillusioned that are joining these days. And for some reason, some get in and you go, how did you just get in? Now, but I can tell you, when I go to enlistment ceremonies, all I see is professional looking, mature, but scared, great Australians of every colour, shape, and motivational level from different backgrounds, all waiting to put their hand up, oath their affirmation, proud to serve. It makes sense. You're going to have anticipation. You're going to be nervous and all that sort of stuff. Don't worry about it, because everyone around you is the same. And the instructors aren't there to fail you. They're there to get you through, because you cost money. MSC. Nick, my brother, was lucky. He is enlisted. Oh, well done. And have done a few years of reserves. And after enlisted, he found out about an allergy, trigger happy white blood cell suck. Oh, okay. So he thinks his body always thinks he's under attack. I get it. Drunk Irishman. Now, there's a great name. Good to have you on board, mate. Good to have you all on board. Make sure you hit the like. If you haven't subscribed right now. because that assists in the trickle feed of me helping you onto wherever you need to be in life. With the Forever channel, we're here to help you when we're probably the only channel that will actually answer you back. Termin, with mine, I completed my assessment day and didn't hear anything for a few weeks, so I contacted my handler, and she emailed me back with a fitness test day, which is on the 28th, so about a month wait. Yep. Make sure you're ready. Kaz, does the Australian Army do U session still? Yeah, it still does, Albino Nick. But I think it's all by correspondence now, which I don't understand. The Goonies wouldn't have been a funny movie without Chunk. There you go. True. Anyone else enlisting tomorrow in Melbourne? Go on. Okay, here are the names that we've got from this channel here so far. Okay? And it's great to have you here. We haven't got you on this list, so there's even more of us. We've got Jado, we've got Curtis, we've got Kura, we've got Jordan, we've got Josh, we've got Dude, we've got Drew W, we've got Flinny, and we've got Nettie. So you've got a hell of a lot of people that are going to be there with you. You know, enjoy the ride. What's your last meal tonight? Is there a girl that you're leaving behind? Is there a guy you're leaving behind? Is there one of either? What do you think you're going to miss the most? You know, you may not have a Coca-Cola for a month. Yeah. It's going to be tough for some. Cooper James. Lachlan. Nick, it's a phone call. Make sure you can access your emails at the time, okay? Is there any other training when you are a reserve and want to become an active service soldier? If you want to become active service, you join the regular army, mate. Yep. You can join like active reserve, so to speak. And there's even people who can get extensions depending on what they've done for reserves. But the whole point is why? If you're going to do it because you've got complications with family, with administration, okay, with a career, that's fine. You can be in reserves. But if you can do more days, then you can join the regular army, have some commitment, have some spine, and make sure you do the right thing and join up. Scotty Henderson, g'day, mate. Welcome to the crowd. What's your cow? Great to have you as one of our members. You'll be promoted a month from now to Lance Corporal. Then you'll be writing picket lists for all of us. Crispy, hey, Kaz, what are some doors that open when joining the infantry? Brotherhood, contracting overseas is a big one. Commandos, what else? Weapons. You know, there's a whole raft of weapons that you will use in infantry that you will not use, okay, in the other corps. Some of those weapons, 50 cal. Okay, other weapons are the 72, which is the weapon that used to be known as the 66. Now it is the law light anti. What else is it? The 84, which is the beast of the battlefield. Let's go easy here for a second because I'm going to laugh about this because I was laughing with some of the boys yesterday. When you first hear and the Claymore as well, team, of course, when you fire the 84 or you hear the 84 the very first time, it's like gastro. You'll shit yourself. Wait 2 seconds, team. Aaron versus Smithy. Hey, Kaz, just passed the PFA today and am enlisting next week. I've been watching the channel, so just have to say thanks for all the help. Aaron, wait a sec. July. We haven't got you down here, Aaron, as on the page of the enlistees for this month. So can you go back to that email, not the email, the video that says, okay, when are you joining? And can you put a comment down there and make sure it's not your actual real name, etc. And let people know what date, because I've answered every comment of someone that's leaving. I've got yous all on here for the rest of the year that have got your dates so that I can help yous to help each other out. And that way people can, pick brains with you too. Aaron, not your cow. Thank you very much. And congratulations. We'll be talking about you soon. What's your platoon name going to be? Are you listening to the demise of those that are on here now that are having their last meal thinking, shit, I shouldn't have had Kentucky. I should have had a steak instead. All right. We should be doing paper, scissors, rock with someone and eat prunes on the bus on the way there. Tassie Devil. Okay, sorry. What I was talking about was the 84. So when you fire the 84, okay, the anti-armor weapon system that was the beast of Afghanistan, because it's got a basically flat trajectory as well and extremely hard hitting. This weapon system is recoilless. Okay, it has a Venturi that sends out a backblast danger area that can blow the hair off a Wookiee, right? But when this thing goes off, and it's a crew serve weapon normally, where one person is the firer on the shoulder, the other person stands behind, looks for the BBDA, bam, helps him out, reloads, etc. When that goes off, it changes your life. Your life is like this way, and then after an 84, it's different. It's not as big a deal once you've been in for a while, but initially you're thinking, holy shit. And I'm going to tell you another thing. There's a weapon called, go easy team here, I want to get to your questions, I want to respect your questions. There's a weapon system that you won't, I don't believe at Kapooka you're going to get trained on, and that's the Mag 58. Right? That's also known as the Mike 240 Golf over in the USA. Now, that is the backbone of medium machine guns across the entire world in the West anyway. But that weapon, when people pick that up after holding the Minimi or the Steyr and they initially pick up the Mag 58, the look on their face is like, oh, shit. No one wants to be the gunner anymore. It's a heavy burden to carry. And remember, a pack march, a patrol is not a PT session. There is no set distance. It's over. It's over when it's over. Lauren, that was for you. But I'm going to tell you something. I've got a video coming out where I'm about to smack Demolition Ranch, because he knows nothing about some of the weapons he talks about. And one of them in particular is the Mike 249, which is the Minimi. He knows nothing about it whatsoever. So I'm going to do a response video, not a response, a reaction video to that to give you the good oil on that. But that is a weapon system, right, which is 7 kilos. But with the 200-round box mag that non-infantry people are instructors for, they might want you to put that 200-round mag on that weapon system, and they might not give you a choice not to, because they might see this as conditioning you to carry. Okay? But it weighs 3.15 kilos, those 200 rounds. And you'll carry 800 rounds when you're actually doing proper first-line ammunition storage within your webbing, your fighting gear. So you're looking at more than 12 kilos, 12 and a half kilos of just ammunition, besides body armor, besides helmet, okay, beside your web gear that's going to be on that body armor, beside your pack, water, rations, sleeping gear, helmet, and all that sort of crap. So I really recommend that you take that 200-round mag, you put it in your pouches, okay, you take 25 rounds off, or at least 30 rounds, because what that will be is 30 rounds is 15 seconds of rapid fire, or 30 seconds, okay, of normal rate, which gives you time when you hit the ground to go out and do some suppression fire back at the threat, the targets, and then from there, get yourself in a position that you can then do an immediate action, put the rounds on, then you can put your 200 round on. I don't like the 200 at all, actually, other than the fact that, at the end of that is an alarm clock and it's time to change the barrel. But we'll talk about that another day. Brady Cars, 105 millimeter Splintex from an M2A2. You don't want to get hit with Splintex. I'm allergic to that. You don't need a medic after you've been hit with it. Okay, Stoddy's saying Mag 58 was my spirit animal. I'm one of those people. If you make me stop and you make me get on my guts, my eyes, okay, I start turning Japanese. I go to sleep. So I'm not a good guy for the gun. I need to be sitting up. Otherwise, I start to nod off. Albino, but sometimes they use the HK416. You're not going to use that at Kapooka, and you probably won't use that at Singleton either. The HK417 was a weapon they had for the longest time as a trial weapon, which had the Tupperware magazines, which was crazy. But that was probably one of the best rifles I've ever fired, and that's a 7.62 rifle. Very hard hitting, very precise, and I love the sights. Conan, I watched the demo ranch, must have missed that one. Yeah, he bought himself he would have called it a saw, Okay, the section or squad automatic weapon. W, the light support weapon. Leighton Marsh. I got used to the mag a bit at the Army Reserve Open Day. You got used to the mag a bit at the Army Reserve Open Day in Canberra back in October. You won't get used to it, not until you've carried it through Tully or through Singo. I tell you, man, it's burdensome. It's a burden. And you've got to carry the spare barrel as well. Sorry. And depending on whether they're still going by the standard infantry battalion in between motorised and mechanised, there's also tripods, SF pins as well, C2 sights. No, that's with DFSW, sorry. You don't get the C2 sight for the weapons team, but you will get the tripod. Stan Fan, when I did OMTs, we put 50 round belt on the feed tray and then hooked the 100 soft mag ready to change once the bell was expended. Okay. It's meant to be a crew serve weapon team. That's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be a threesome every time. Okay, because preferably we want to hit the enemy from outside his weapon effective ranges, but hit him with our extended range weapon systems. Liam Haynes. So what you're saying is I shouldn't bother applying because I might be allergic to penicillin. No, Liam, I never tell anyone not to join at all. Okay. The reason is because you might be one of the exceptions. I'll give you an example. There's a young lady who lives not too far from me. Her son had asthma. And as an individual case, that you'd normally get told, no, see you later, do not apply. But this kid was good to go, other than the fact that he had asthma. And they said, well, let's check him out. And so they put him on the lung expansion machine and said, what capability does his lungs have? He blew it. He failed. They said, let's give him another go. They gave him another go, blew it out of the water. Would have made a cabin boy proud. Or the captain anyway. And they end up going, okay, give him a go. And guess what? First in PT. Yep, he took it home. Took home the prize. Zach, what's your opinion on mandatory military service? It'd be hard to do now, Lockie. You used to be able to do it when everyone was a normal size. But now when a lot of people are fatty boomsticks, when a lot of people have only ever been on carpet, do you really want people that don't want to be there in a position that have never been outdoors, have never been rigorous, are extremely mentally weak? Do you really want them in a position where motivated people, live rounds up the spout at night time, massive depressive moments? Do you really want them behind you? Do you want to know that your back is being covered by someone who does not want to be there? I don't. Australia is famous for having our volunteers. I don't believe in it other than the fact, if they brought in a portion of conscription, so to speak, or service in Australia, that meant that disenfranchised youth had an opportunity outside the regular army, somewhere separate to Army Reserve, where they come in and they do a year, Kapooka-like work for 1 year, and then they actually have the service. They've learned about mateship instead of friendship. Remember what we just discussed there earlier. Give them a chance to get back on the horse. Replace bad parents with good mates. And so instead of going to a gang, they go to a gang of 30, a platoon. And then they get their deficiencies built up, shored up, fingers in the dam, so to speak, on where they have problems. And then people help them up and give them the opportunity while getting paid, wearing a uniform, learning about the flag you never kneel for, learning about important dates, the footsteps of the Anzacs, some of the history, and letting them put their chin up high in a uniform that they've earned. If you've earned something, you respect it. If you give someone a car for free, they're probably not going to treat it that well. If you're paying off every repayment, the day you actually finish paying off a car is one of the best feelings in the world. It's probably the same as someone that stops paying maintenance. Guys, I'm not wearing double denim either. By the way. Cooper James, I'm going through the same thing. I'm not sure what that one was about. Never lose that pin. Stoddy, I don't understand the SF pin. Why not have one in the ration pack? There's no black art about them. They're not special, but they deliberately give out just a couple so there's a chance of losing them. Doesn't make sense. Fatty Boomsticks, I resemble that remark. Simon Powell, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, you taste great in third world villages. Coloured VFX. That asthma story is great. Look, it really inspired me when I found out, because for the longest time I've always thought it was straight up, no, do not pass go sort of thing. Jason, what are you doing? G'day, I wish you fellas luck at Kapooka. It's the longest 12 weeks of your life. It is. That's why I say it's not easy. Okay, you will love it, and believe me, you'll be super proud when you march out and get that private slide. And when you get to IETs, oh damn, you're gonna love it. Yes, Kaz, Jason, have to do that, mate. But we'll take it, we'll spend it, we'll enjoy it. Thank you very much. Is it because it's the colour of 3 area? I wonder. Good to have you here, mate. And I tell you what, I had a really great discussion for all of those right now that are thinking about going to Kapooka tomorrow, that are going to Kapooka tomorrow. I'm going to tell you something. Can we get some thumbs up for Jason there too? That clearly, I'm going to reverse a little bit. For Jace to send a donation through to the channel, okay, this is not something that's been set up earlier. Okay, Jace has done that off the goodness of his own back, and has clearly received something from this channel that he has now realised that this channel has assisted him in some way. So to me, that is a sign that when he does that, that we're over the target. We're helping you. We're making a difference in getting you to where you need to be. And if I was in a platoon environment, or I was at Kapooka, or I was at the School of Infantry, operations, etc., I'd be the one that's telling you what to do. Yeah, I'd be telling you where to be. I'd be assisting you with the problem you have with your missus, okay, with your mister. But I'm doing this because I'm finally in a position where I can help people that don't have the PAM, the menu on how to succeed. That's a lot of thumbs up there, team. Holy shit, you hitchhikers. Hey, Robbie Kent, how you going, mate? Master of dogs. I was going to look in your coins and give them a shake before it as the oracle. That's what we're going to put in here soon. And some of you guys, members, are going to get titles soon. We're going to hand titles out for channel titles. You wait for that one. Okay, guys, what we do for each other, what we do for you is going to become an echo that one day you remember something Lauren said, that something Dave D said. Dave D could be in charge of you one day. There's going to be something you hear on this channel that's going to stick, and then you're going to pass it down to your people, right? Hey, JJ, how you going, mate? One day you're going to be the one going, let's go, inspiring people to do more, understanding that the way I act now, the way I talk now makes a difference, is the ripple that can make a difference between morale being up or morale being down. What you do and what you say. When you go to Kapooka, you're going to see someone who's opening their trap, who's complaining, and you're just going, pulling back a bit going, he's drawing the crabs. Because your biggest critics at Kapooka aren't going to be the instructors, not going to be the sergeant, it's not going to be the platoon commander, it's going to be your own mates. And I'll give you a little bit of a heads up here, team. Just go a bit easier, guys. I'm going to talk about something that's fairly important. I had a conversation with someone who's at week 5, I believe, at the moment in the School of Infantry, about to start, I think, week 6. And their explanation was Kapooka was hard. Kapooka sucked. Okay, because there's always the Grim Reaper. What if I fail something? Will I get back squatted? There's always a test. You always feel like you're flat-footed. You don't know when you're going to have a hard week. You know already that all of these people you're getting attached to are a necessary brotherhood right now, but it's all going to bomb splinter. They're all going away when they go to their cause. And you know that you're going to go to the School of Infantry. So you start to get tribal near the end. Didn't like Kapooka. Didn't like it. Hard. But then gets to something physically and technically a lot harder, which is the School of Infantry, and said, despite the fact that it's harder, despite the fact that it's less comfortable, having a ball. Because he's there with his brothers. There's always someone to talk to. There's always a bed to go and sit on. You can go up and have a cup of coffee. You can just take it easy. You feel like you've become a soldier. You're already, a all-corps soldier, qualified. And here you are at the IETs, knowing that you are getting closer and closer to the day you get to your battalion. You're using weapon systems that feel awesome, that look awesome, that you've seen in movies, and now realize you're carrying it, using it as a pillow sometimes. Don't want me bloody stire to get rusty, so put it in your sleeping bag. Doing training that you never thought you'd do, that you've only seen special forces do on TV. Combat shooting, getting taken seriously, making real mates, knowing that your reputation is going with you to where you're going to. If you be a sook at the School of Infantry, that's going all the way to the battalion. Your reputation, you're an up or you're down. It's binary. You're good or you're bad. All right. So be careful. And if you see one of your good friends, you're starting to lose a little bit of his cool, you make sure that you take him to Newcastle on the weekend and meet the girl of his life that weekend. And be respectful. Don't get someone pregnant. Don't get a tattoo. Don't get in trouble. Not so cow. Micah, how you going, mate? Jay Hayes, not so cow. Milkshake. Aaron, yeah, I'm mostly excited. Sorry, where is he? It just moved then. Okay, Jay Sonley. I'm in week 5 right now. It's awesome. I know everyone that's in your platoon nearly, Jason, including the winner of the Xbox. What were the chances of that guy, individual, Felix the Cat? He's a lucky kid. If you hang out near him, you might get some blast effects or some fantastic karma. Brady Cars, the Historical School of Artie and North Fort is for Big Brother. Brady, I know a really funny story about a kid who, a bloke actually, a sergeant who who tried to rollerblade down that. He didn't realize that, that was the mark of the LGBT community. And as Joe Rogan said that, as soon as people found out it was considered LGBT to have rollerblades on, they were the most discarded item across the Western world. Hey, Rick Cuthell. Sorry, mate. Rick, not so cow. Welcome to the channel, mate. Great to have you here. Now, you're a mate of Nano is Green, of everyone that is green. Attaboy, Timmy, Jay, Micah. It's a good crowd. Just in time to get titles. I hope you all get a good one. Spartan. It always makes me laugh when I see Spartan mouth. It always makes you want to hear him talk. Where Lauren, look at you and great members here. I love it. Because the reason is it makes you realize that we're a perpetual movement animal. The channel is going well when people are still joining it, because the last thing you'd ever want to do is either get stale or feel like you've disappointed people with something that has shown a chink in your armor. But what you're seeing is exactly who I am. I've always been this way, but I'm in your corner and I answer back and I enjoy the phone calls and the morale. Mine is always high when I talk to you guys. Timmy, I lost my cows. the not the shepherd. Lauren, we'll ever beat that cow record. We're gonna have to have no donation stream soon. So he's realised that's not what I'm chasing. I'm really blessed to have come across. We've got a message then from Buckaroony, for those that know his channel, Mr. Buckaroony from North Queensland. Attachment, what's he sending? Hey! I'm going to show you a picture here. Bam. Where are we? Mr. Buckaroony with Mark Lindsay, one of the best people I've ever met in my entire life. Don't let that beard fool you. He was infantry, then he was a PDI. Okay, then he went over and became a prison guard. He's an author, for all those that say you infantry guys are dumb and crayon eaters. He is the author of many books of the Perigord series and others. He is a fanatic for documentaries. Yeah, really, really great dude. You can't find better. And Buckaroony would tell you the same thing. I love the man. He's a mate too. Love Buckaroony, says Lauren. You love a lot of people, Lauren. That's just Marines. What's that? That wasn't meant to be rude either. Jay Sonley's joined us. Welcome to the Great Unwashed. Great to have you here, mate. You're going to make it to Lance Corporal here quicker than what you will in the Army, for sure. You're going to be a Lance Corporal in less than a month now. Well done, mate. Timmy. Marines. I'm not sure what that was about. Simon Powell, ex-Raffy, says, Kaz, coming up on our 60 minutes chat time. Yeah, we're going to get out of here soon because 21 Platoon, they need their rest as well. So there's hotels around Australia right now that have got these guys there knowing that their life starts tomorrow. I'm going to call that list again. I know I've said it a bunch of times, but if they're watching right now, it's going to make them feel special, and they should feel special because they've got 100 points and their life changes tomorrow, and their new birthdays are going to be days like Remembrance Day, lest we forget. Anzac Day. When they go to the War Memorial, they're going to look on the Wall of Honor, and they're going to see people that go from the Boer War right up to Afghanistan, and they're going to see names on there of people who are at Kapooka just like them that looked at those walls, not realising that one day they could be on there themselves. There is real commitment behind that signature. It has real teeth. You may be called on to serve, to protect, to fall. Take it seriously. It's not a job. It's a career. And what's different about it is you never hear people ask how much does it pay because they're not there for the money. They're there for adventure. That's what it's about. We don't join to hurt. We join not to help either. We join for the big adventure, whatever comes, right? So here's the names. Jado, Curtis Bennett, Kura, Jordan, Josh, Dude, Drew W, Flinny, Nettie, Hallway 21. It all starts. Haircuts, shaving, even if you don't need to. Can I have a Coke? No. Mail. Yeah, that's another thing we don't talk about. When you get mail at Kapooka, you have to open it in front of everyone. So if you want to send something to your family members that's going to embarrass them, you can do that too. Lauren says, I'm fine. This is good. This is good, Morrow. Thank you. Tony's our favourite Romans here. What does the platoon number represent, Kaz? There's shitloads of platoons at Kapooka at any given time. I'm calling it 21 platoon. It might be 1 platoon. It might be 2 platoon. It's where they are, what company they are in at Kapooka, because everything is based off rifle companies. So a rifle company normally has 3 platoons in it. So Kapooka will have Alpha Company, Bravo Company, etc. And then you'll have platoons, which gives an identity to the sections, to the organisation, which will have its own platoon sergeant, platoon commander, and a cadre of instructors. It will have a CSM. It'll have a major. Yep. It'll have a chain of command. Right. Remember this one thing. This is going to be what we're going to finish on, team. Everyone has to be religious on Sundays, because if you're not, they're going to find you a job. So from the channel In the Trenches with Kaz, remember to grab the people you like and let them know you're religious this Sunday, because then you get to go to the mass, have a cup of coffee, have a sit around. It's for all denominations, and you get to be respectful to each other and just chill out for a while, and it's good to go. Super Nags. I was 21 Platoon Charlie Company 20 years ago, man. Doesn't seem that long ago. Enjoyable and fulfilling times. Good luck to those cracking into it tomorrow, and thanks for the content, Kaz. Super Nags, thanks very much, and thank you for your service, 21 Platoon. I was 11 Platoon. You never get it out of your head, 11 Platoon. 11 Platoon! On parade. Howard Greens. It's bloody disgusting. Oscar D. Hallway 21. It's going to be some funny shit. I wish you could honestly have a live stream of just the hallway of each platoon, and it'd go viral. Funny as hell. 5:59 every morning. Instructor walking down there like Dr. Evil. Maybe even a cat stroking it. Hallway 21. Because he doesn't yell it out. He just says it. You're going to get OCD. It's coming. Team, thank you tonight. Thank you for donations. Thank you for members. Thank you for donating your time. Thank you to all of those that were here for the Forever channel. Tick the button right now and the bell to come back as we are here, your life caddy. We don't get everything right. This is an opinion-based channel, but we are here. We are listening, and we return the message, and we have fun together. Take it easy. See you again soon. And I'm inspired by the fact that after serving, that you're still serving. Benny, great to have. Benny Redsell, great to get a message from you, mate. You know, let's get behind them. Thumbs up for those that are going to join tomorrow. And may the panic begin. The suffering of 21 Platoon. Hallway 21! See you later. Not to cow unless we forget to all of those that joined and fell before us. And for all the critics, for all the haters of these people that are about to sign oath of affirmation and say, I will protect those that don't know me, don't like me, don't care about me. We salute you. Take it easy. In the trenches with Kaz and Lauren and Dave, Michael Stott, Fugly, and the rest. See you later.